Hey guys, um, it's now Friday. It's like 1 a.m. I was randomly just thinking this. If everything went our way in life, we wouldn't need to pray. I think. Like, of course everything's not going to go your way. But, I feel like if everything were to go your way, you wouldn't pray to God. I mean, at least that's what I'm thinking right now. Like, if your cat didn't die, or if a tragedy happened, I don't know, but, I can't help but think that. Like, I've always believed strongly that everything happens for a reason, but if everything were to go our way, we wouldn't pray. We would probably sit back, relax, and go about our day and don't even, I don't know. Trust me, I am being extra thankful for everything that I've got because, from experience, it can be gone like that. Back in from 2015 to 18, I want to say, I had energy. And you want to know what I did with it? I gave it to my job. Yep. And all the way up until 2021, I gave all of my energy to my job. And my cat died. One of my, I don't have favorites. But I loved all my cats. I loved them so much. But he was the dad of the cats. Let me put it that way. Yeah. His name was Smudge. And, he passed away, and I could hardly function for a few months. Like, I was pretending to smile and pretending to exist, and, I was, struggling I was really struggling mentally, and I was I was not ready, but I already knew that I was not going to be ready at all for when he would pass away. And so I ended up quitting my job and focusing on my mental health and my physical health. And I decided that I wasn't going to go back to work, and I was going to continue to blog, and I was going to do my miniatures. And one of the reasons that I stopped blogging was because I get a lot of comments like, you're just fat, things like that. And you know what I've learned? Not to listen to the critics. I know that I'm overweight. You ain't gotta tell me that. Before everything happened with my ankle, I was 150 pounds. And I was trying to get back down to 120. And so that's why I was on the treadmill, despite my sprain and all. I kept going to the doctor 3 different times, and they kept telling me, no, it's not sprained, because I'm clearly walking on it without pain. I guess because I had my pain. I don't know. Anywho, also last night my new headache medicine came in, so I hope that works. I was up a good chunk of the night having ice on my head, and I finally fell asleep, and then I ended up waking up, and I dreamed about caring for little baby mice, just were born. Anywho, back to what I was saying, and I don't remember what I was saying. ADHD sucks. Oh yeah, right. When I finally realized, I had to rest my ankle, I hated it, because I got on the treadmill every single day, and I did an hour. and I hate it. I hate looking at my treadmill and I can't use it. But I was literally walking on a sprain for a year, and no one would listen to me. I had to go to a doctor to be referred to orthopedic, and I told him how I fell, and he moved my ankle in the direction of how I fell, and the pain immediately started, because he was like, does it hurt here, does it hurt here, and I was like, no, not really, and he moved exactly in the direction I fell, and my ankle had never recovered from the first fall, which happened when it was raining, and I slipped in mud. The second one, I was running around with Saphira in the backyard, and I stepped in one of Bo's holes and really hurt it. And there was 4 major falls that I had that continued to set me back. The third one, I can't remember at the moment, but the fourth one was when I tripped over my friend's suitcase in Vegas. So, like I said, I know that I'm overweight, and I don't like being close to 200 pounds, but I literally cannot get on the treadmill until my ankle's ready. I was told, because I was in so much pain, I can't tell you how much pain I was. It was keeping me up at night, and I deal with chronic pain, and it keeps me up at night anyway, and with my sides, and my back, yes. So, you know what? Here's the message to all of those people who look at a person and say, oh, you're fat, that must be the problem. That is not always the problem. I had these health issues way before I gained weight, okay? I used to be skinny. I used to have a hard time gaining weight. I was underweight for years. I had the hardest time, and I was jealous because I could not gain weight for crap. And then, in winter of 2014, PCOS hit. And then I just couldn't stop gaining weight. And of course, depression didn't help. But now, to help with my depression as well, I walked on the treadmill. I walk on the treadmill for an hour each day. I had to stop in April when I fell down and threw up my back. And I don't remember when I went to the orthopedic doctor, but I got referred, and just started in September at PT, and we're going into October, so hopefully that helps. And trust me, PT has totally helped with my ankle. It doesn't hurt as much as it used to. So yeah, there was a comment in a couple of my videos back, and I've honestly ignored it. I am going to ignore any mean comments. I'm just putting it that way. You can post whatever your opinion is of me, that's fine. But you know what? The only person who gets to judge me is God, because nobody is perfect. And you know what? I don't even care what I look like. I don't care, because I know that the person who loves me and the people that love me don't care about my weight, about me being overweight. And you don't get to see my day-to-day life, okay? Doing the simplest chore wipes me out. And when I have an infection like I do now, it wipes me even twice as out. And I literally sleep the day away. I literally maybe only use 6 to 8 hours of the day. And I've even been called lazy because of how much I sleep. So trust me, I've heard all the critics. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care. It doesn't get to me. Because you don't know my life. It's one of the reasons I'm advocating for Spina Bifida. Because not everyone with Spina Bifida is in a chair. Yes, I can walk. But over the last couple of years, last Christmas or the Christmas before, I literally had an infection, and I had no energy whatsoever, and my boyfriend at the time wanted to take me to the zoo, the zoo with the lights. Lights at the zoo? Yeah. And I said, I really don't have the energy, and I'm like, unless we can get a chair. And then so we went and tried to find one, no avail, and so I borrowed my dad's, and I may just put it this way, it was too much people. I mainly did it for him, because I know that he really wanted to do it, and this past year I was like, no, I'm not doing it again. So yeah, that's my little rant. God doesn't care if I'm fat, and I don't like it. I don't like being obese. Before all this happened, I was a size 8. I had lost weight from 2020, like from everything that had happened from like 2018 to 2020, and I was a size 8. Now my size 8 pants don't even fit. Trust me, I hate not being able to get on that treadmill, but I literally cannot walk on my treadmill or go on a walk until my physical therapist tells me it's okay, because I could literally throw everything that I've worked hard for away if I get on too soon. It kills me. It really does. But you know what? Before I know it, I'm going to be out of PT, and I'm going to be on that treadmill every single day, and I'm going to be back down to 150, and I'm going to get back down to 120 if I can. And I'm going to be back in a size 8. I'm like a size 10 now, I think. So yeah, that's my little rant for the day. Another thing that I was talking to someone about yesterday was that doctors tend to see a patient's weight and says, oh yeah, that's mainly the problem, instead of looking at the symptoms or the patient as a patient. The healthcare in the USA sucks. I know it's better than like third world countries, but there's a lot of greedy assholes out there, especially in the doctor departments. And I've had my run-in with doctors that don't care. My doctor at Lexington literally didn't listen to me when I was having infection after infection after infection after infection, and I'm pretty sure she thought that I did this to myself on purpose. Because there's people out there that make themselves sick on purpose to get attention. And just so that everybody is aware, I am not doing this for attention. I'm doing this for awareness. And I do not want your sympathy. You want to know why I don't want your sympathy? Because there's nothing you can do for me. And I believe in God, and I believe in heaven, and I believe that God did this to me for a reason. Because God always has a way. We may not see it. We may not know what His plan is until we know. But I think that God gave this to me to pick up this camera and to do my blogs and to inspire someone. And as I've said many times before, if I inspire you, please comment below, because I would love to know that I inspire you. I'm not saying that every day is sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. There are days where it's raining hard. And there are days where my depression is so bad I can't get out of bed. And there are days like today and yesterday where I can actually function happily like a normal person. But that's life. And just so you know, I've been doing a lot of praying with God. Because I constantly think, I'm like, how is this your plan? How is this your plan to give me spina bifida and the pain that comes with it? And. But you know what? I believe in heaven. And I believe that I will be rid of this body one day, and I will have no pain when I get there, and I can't wait. And you want to know what else I believe? I believe that if someone can be changed from what I go through to hope that they don't go through the same thing, then my walk will be worth it. Because, you know, I didn't know that not having bowel movements often was causing a backup in my system, which also helped UTIs and bacteria grow. I didn't know that. So, infection after infection after infection from like 2019 or maybe the whole of 2020, I don't remember, everything kind of smashes together, then it'll be worth it. And you know what? I believe in you. I don't know who you are, but I believe in you, whatever you're going through. Because, you know, I literally thought that last year was going to kill me. I really did. I was like giving up all hope, and I was like, my life doesn't matter anymore. Like, I lost my last cat, and like, I guess like mentally, like, I've always had a pet, and I was like, always had something to take care of. I can't explain it, but it felt like nothing else mattered now that all my cats were gone. Like, they were my babies, because, you know, I most likely won't be able to be a mother, which was very hard to accept, but it's unfortunately a possibility. And I dreamed of having a girl and a boy. But anyways, I literally was at rock bottom, and I was like, God, I understand that everything happens for a reason, but why would you take him? He was only 4, and I was not ready. I was not ready. He was only 4. I was like, why? Why would you bring him into my life and then take him away? And it always reminds me of the story of Jonah, like I said the other day. The story of Jonah is my favorite, absolute favorite story in the Bible. And then Zephyr came along, and then everything just kind of, you know, started coming back together, and I started going back to church, and I started praying some more, and then yesterday I was randomly thinking, maybe we have to get a little broken to get better, just like a kaleidoscope, because a kaleidoscope is made of a whole bunch of broken pieces of glass, and sometimes we have to be broken to be made whole. So, that's my little rant for the morning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back to bed because of my head. It doesn't hurt as bad as it did last night because it was a migraine. I couldn't even look at my phone. My head hurts pretty bad, so I'm going to take some medicine, and it's probably not going to help, but it's the only thing I can do. And again, I do not want your pity. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. Just advocate, be an advocate for spina bifida, chronic illnesses, EDS, you know, share my story, share other people's story. Don't judge a person by their cover, just like we're not going to judge a book by its cover, right? So don't judge a person by their cover, because you don't know what's underneath. You don't know what they've been through. Sit down and talk with them, maybe. Work through with them. Yeah. I've learned not to judge people, and we have no right to judge people, because we've made mistakes too. And if you think different, that's fine. But I don't judge people. So, I'll see you guys later, or tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe.